Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Brendo. If you're new here, we talk about scholarship and scholarship related opportunities. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Your support means a lot to me. Today, we want to talk about writing a motivation letter. Now, a motivation letter is one of the required documents if you're going to apply for scholarship or if you're going to apply for admission in universities. Now, some scholarships require you to provide a motivation letter, and this necessary document. For example, the DAAD, the DAD scholarship, require you to provide a motivation letter. Now, oftentimes you've noticed in our previous videos, we talk about creating a personal statement. Now, there are some similarities and differences between a personal statement and uh, a motivation letter. We'll look at them briefly, but the essence of this video is to talk about the motivation letter per se. So, what is the difference between a personal statement and a motivation letter? In another video, I've talked about personal statement, and I've also given samples of a personal statement. My own example that also got me my admission and partial scholarship. Now, the personal statement basically is just a broader document compared to a motivation letter. A motivation letter is more specific, but a personal statement is broader. It describes your overall personality, your experiences, your goals tailored to your program. However, for a motivation letter, it is a bit different. It is more focused. How does a specific program, how does a specific scholarship or opportunity, how does it align with your academic or professional aspirations? That is what you should capture in your motivation letter. So, a personal statement is broader, but a motivation letter is more focused. It is specific. And in the motivation letter, you might talk about some of the challenges you've overcome and why these challenges would really equip you for the program you're applying for. So it's just something to keep in mind, the difference between a personal statement and a motivation letter. So in today's video, we shall be talking about how to craft a motivation letter, maybe particularly for the DAAD or DAD scholarship or other scholarship. So I have designed a document and we shall be reviewing this document in today's section. And at the end of this lesson, the end of this video, I will send you the document if you're interested. So if you're interested in the document, just simply say the word interested in the chat section and I will share the document with you. Something else to keep in mind is I personally have not I did not apply for the DAAD scholarship. I'll simply say that scholarship. I did not apply for this because I the Germany is not my goal. I got my own fully funded scholarship here in the United Kingdom. So these are experiences, or these are from friends' experiences. So I have a couple friends who got the DAD scholarship, and I looked at their motivation letter, and out of that, I realized, okay, these are the things that are required. But more than that, I did further research. So I also researched online. I checked on the portal to see samples of successful DAD scholarship motivation letter, and based on all of that, I've been able to compile this document. So if you're reading this document, just know it is product of research. And if you do appreciate this and you're yet to subscribe, please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, comment in the video, and just let me know that you appreciate the work I put into this. And it really means so much to me. So now let's just review the document. I've titled the document The Art of Creating Your Dad Equals Motivation Letter. Okay, so this is just one of them. But like I said, the principles apply to all other motivation letter for other scholarship. First thing to keep in mind is that it's not just any document. It is your opportunity to connect your life story with your development vision. So I'm going to share you what I've learned. Now, before you write, before you start, please remember, take a moment to think, to reflect. Why is this work? Why DAD? Like, why that scholarship? What is the relevance? Please take a moment to think about it. And you should demonstrate your genuine passion for development-related work. You want to also include stories that demonstrate your social responsibility in action. You want to demonstrate a clear vision of how you'd apply your learning to create positive change back at home. And you should also connect your past experience to this program and future goals. Now, why is this important? Because on the DAD scholarship portal, the web page, it does mention that that is what is required. So if you've watched the video on applying for the DAD scholarship, you find that the CV or the motivation letter should include these things. So I did not just come up with this. That is the source. It should contain that genuine passion, demonstrate your social responsibility, your desire to apply your learning to your positive change and to connect experiences. Now, these things are non-negotiable. They are non-negotiable. Let's look at other parts of the document. And I will share my screen to spare me a moment. Okay, now there is a structure that works. And this is the same structure I found in all the documents from my friends. The first one is your opening chapter, which you select your opening paragraph. Ideally, I would say you need about, say, 6 to 8 paragraphs, about 2 pages, a page and a half long. Your opening chapter should begin with a personal introduction that instantly communicates who you are and what drives you. Very important. It's not just about stating facts, it's setting the tone for your narrative. This is key. Let's say, for example, as a community health coordinator who has witnessed firsthand the healthcare disparities in rural Tanzania, I am seeking the Dadepo scholarship to pursue the Masters in Public Health at a particular university. Now, you see, this immediately sets the tone. You don't want something generic. I'll give you an example of something generic. I have a sample here. Say, for example, you simply use AI to draft your essay without improving on it. That is unethically using AI to just write everything, and your work is generic. You could start with something like, for example, I am Brenda, a TESOL student from Nigeria with a background in teaching English. I'm applying for the DAD scholarship to pursue a master's program at a particular university. That is particularly generic. We don't want it to be that generic. Remember, the reviewers will be looking at a lot of documents. So you want to make yours very specific. You want to make yours very specific. You don't want to use terrible examples or generic example. So tailor yours to suit your own personality, your origin, your story. Remember, you have to own it. Then the next thing you want to talk about is your academic journey. Remember, it is still an academic scholarship you're applying for. Uh, so your academic journey, what is your academic journey? I ideally would be looking at 1 to 2 paragraphs for your academic journey. So you want to share how your education has shaped your understanding of development challenges. For example, during my undergraduate studies in environmental engineering at Makerere University, I became this, and then you just go on. Remember, this is just a sample. You don't have to follow this, and you should definitely not copy this. All right. So 1 or 2 paragraph on academic journey is ideal. Then you want to talk about your professional growth, your involvement, your evolution professionally. 1 to 2 paragraph two would be ideal. Here you talk about how you transform work experience into evidence of your commitment to development. Remember, you want to emphasize on development. And going further, you want to talk about why this path, why this program, why this university, why this scholarship. So you want to dedicate 1 paragraph to that, 1 to 2 paragraph is fine. And then you want to talk about your vision for change, your closing thought. Now, I do not want to make this video very long, so I'm just going to stop here. But before then, some words of wisdom. Remember, be you, be authentically you, unapologetically you. Just do it. And in writing, please don't tell, show. Don't tell us you have experience in water management. Show us what you have done. And be precise about numbers. Don't say you've helped many villages or helped many people. Be specific in your numbers. By being precise, of course, you add authenticity. I can't speak. Authenticity to your work. Connect the dot explicitly, stay focused, and revise. Keep revising your work. Ask someone who doesn't know your field to read it and tell you if your impact vision is clear. Now, that is also important. Once again, that is how to write a motivation letter. It's a step-by-step guide. So if you need this document, please just let me know by commenting interested in the comment section, and I will send you the link to download the video. Once again, I would always say, as always, all the best in your scholarship pursuit.